Hi everyone, once again welcome back to my channel. I hope you people are doing good. So in our previous videos we have seen the strategy videos about answer rating, syllabus, NCRTs and all, and I have also explained how to read Indian polity for UPSC for both prelims and mains, and in that I have told you how to categorize each and every subject so that you can finish the syllabus very easily, and you can cover the important topics first. So in this video today I'll be discussing about international relations, that is how to study that static portion of international relations and what are the sources that you can refer for international relations. And in another video I'll clearly explain you how to link static portion with current affairs of international relations and politics. So first thing is, as I always tell you, that before you prepare for prelims and mains, that is before you start your integrated approach, you have to definitely complete your NCRTs. You have to decode the syllabus and analyze previous year question papers. Here I am assuming that you have done all of these three, and after doing this, the next thing is, when you start preparing for international relations, the very first one is you have to know what is India's foreign policy, that is how this India's foreign policy have evolved, what are the key facts that were responsible for the evolution of India's foreign policy, like Panchashil Treaty, Indus Water Treaty, Shimla Agreement. So in this way there are some key points that have laid a foundation for the evolution of India's foreign policy. So first understand the evolution of India's foreign policy, and after that the next thing is you have to understand the relation of India with neighboring countries. Neighboring countries are nothing but Pakistan, China, Bangladesh, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Afghanistan. So like this, first understand India's relation with these neighboring countries, like what is the relation between each and every country. You have to see whether there are any disputes between these countries. You have to also understand what are the key agreements that have been made in order to solve the disputes, and you have to understand whether there are any military related agreements between these countries. You have to understand about the trade that is happening with India and other countries. You have to understand the economic cooperation that India is getting from these countries, or India is helping for other countries. So like that, in each and every aspect you have to understand the relations with neighborhood countries. And after that, the next thing is you have to immediately learn about international institutes or global or regional groupings. So here the regional or global groupings are nothing but BRICS, Asian, BIMSTEC. So in this way there are few global groupings or regional groupings that helps us to understand the relations between all the countries, like how each and every country is cooperating with one and each other, or who are the members that have joined here, when this foundation was led for these groupings, where this headquarters is located, what is the main agenda, like what is the main theme of for forming these groupings, and who are the member countries, when this summit will be held. So you have to understand the basic points about all these groups, and after that you have to know the bilateral relations, that is with USA, Japan, Russia, Central Asian countries, African countries, and Europe Union countries. So you have to understand the relations of India with these countries, and after learning that, then you have to learn about Indian diaspora, that is how this Indian diaspora has been spread, what are the policies or agreements that have been made to spread the Indian diaspora. And you have to see the initiatives that have been started for this, like Pravas Bharati Divas, OCI, like that. You have to understand what are the initiatives that have been taken. So with this you will be getting some factual knowledge about international relations, that is you will be getting some static knowledge about international relations. So once you have done with this, like once you have understood what is what relations we have with other countries, and how these relations have been made, how agreements have been designed in order to maintain that mutual relationship between countries. So when you understand all these things, then you can link current affairs with you can link the current affairs of international relations with this static portion. So for example, let's say G7 summit. So if you know why this G7 was formed, who are the member countries, where was it formed, what is its headquarters, how many times summit have been held, so what are the important summits, like in which summit key decisions have been taken. If you know all those things, then you can link this with current affairs. For example, current affairs is nothing but recently our prime minister have visited Italy for G7 summit, so there they have discussed a few points. So in order to understand that, first you have to know what is G7, how many countries are representing it, and what is the main theme for the formation of this G7. So if you understand that, if you have that factual knowledge, if you have the static knowledge, then you can easily interlink that with the current affairs that you get from your newspaper. So before you read newspaper, before you read current affairs, first is take this five key titles, and in under this make some subtopics list, and first cover the factual information about all these things, and then after that you can proceed with current affairs. As I told, I will discuss how to link this with link this portion, the link international relations with current affairs in another video. To complete all the factual information, to complete all the static portion of these international relations, you can refer for books like Challenge and Strategy by Rajiv Sikri, or you can also go for International Relations in 21st Century by Pant. So if you don't want to read these two books, but you have to still cover the portion of international relations, then you can follow Vision IAS classroom book, which is classroom material, which is very good. Classroom lecture material is available, so you can read that. From that also you can get the main concept of international relations. You will get all the bilateral groupings, you will get about India's foreign policy, you will get relations between India and neighborhood countries and all. So if you want, you can refer that also, or else you can follow these two books. Whatever suits you, you can follow in these three, and after that, when you are good in your basics, like when you know the facts, when you know the information about international relations, static information about international relations, then next time when you read newspaper and when you get information from international relations in newspaper, you can link that easily with this portion. So I think you have understood how to first complete your international relations portion. So if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.